Hello and welcome to Obsessive Audio. Eric here. Happy 2022. This is the first live stream of 2022, and I know that, what are we in the middle of February now? So that's like 5-6 weeks. So that does seem like a lot of time, but there's been a lot going on, and I have been keeping up on top of the plugins. So we're going to go through some of the highlights, quite a few to get through. Other than that, a lot of stuff going on here. The Atmos setup is nearing completion. I ran into a little bit of supply chain issues at the beginning of the year, but we're getting that sorted out. And the initial experiments are pretty fantastic. So hopefully we're going to be able to bring you some more immersive content soon. Now let's go through some of the plugins. I'm not even going to demo them at this time. I'm just going to talk about them, give you my general experience with the different highlights of the different stuff I checked out, some of the stuff I bought, some of the stuff I tried. Let's take a look. First off would be Audiority's Ursa Major Space Station clone, which I believe they're still working on improving even as we speak. This thing sounds amazing. If you know the hardware from before, it's just great. Highly recommended. It's not too expensive. Really good value for the money. The Ursa Major Space Station. Softube, Dirty Tape. This started off as a free plugin. I think now they've raised the price. It's like $30-$35. This is like a highly damaged, highly corroded tape effect. Warbly, a lot of pitch drift. It almost gives you that kind of seasick motion. I know a lot of electronic artists like to use that really modulated effect. So that was great. Rockman from Overloud, THU Rock Guy. They did both the Rockman Sustainer and also the Rockman Course. And now I actually have a hardware Rockman and a couple of the other variations. This thing sounds identical. It is so close. And the Course delay itself, that's like one of my favorite courses already in the box. So this was a no-brainer. I picked it up right away. Hey, you never know. You might need to do a cover of the Danger Zone. And there you go. There's the tone right there. After the Rockman, we have Clerfonic. And my last video was a video I shot for Clerfonic. It's the polyphonic version of their Clairham virtual analog synthesizer. Really fat tones, really fat filters. Except now you get, I think it's like 6 voices, maybe 8. And it's all polyphonic. And the thing sounds incredible. So you could check out that last video. Acustica Audio, they've started to release these one-knob plugins starting with the Fire filters. These are a high and low-pass filter set. Really nice resonance in the filter and really nice tone to the filters. Really quick to set. 4 modes and then different resonances that you can set on some of the modes. Very handy to have. Bluecats Connector. This enables you to take audio from one DAW or one piece of software to another. You can also transport it over a local network, and it does it with really low latency, and it keeps all of the audio quality. So it's a great way to move audio around. It's the Bluecats Connector, and it's faster than the restream that happens in Reaper. Acustica, again, comes out with Mint. Now, Mint is a sampling of Studer Revox console equipment. So it's got a bit of a 70s sound. There's a little bit of aggression, but overall it's still pretty pure, pretty hi-fi. The EQ, I believe, has like a shelf at 10 and then a shelf at 60. High and low pass filters, a bunch of mids. You do have a tape preamp to choose from, line, microphone, and bus, and the tape especially I found was really colored on this. So this was a really cool for mastering, but also for mixing. And the compressor I found to be a little bit aggressive. We're not talking 1176, but it did have a little bit of snap to it, which I really liked. And Acustica, you know, they just keep releasing stuff, and it's always great. I know a lot of people like to collect the different Acusticas, and this is one that's worthy of your consideration there, the Mint from Acustica. And what else did I find about this? The tape was pretty saturated. The bus was great on a mix. It just sort of warmed everything up. EQ, I would have liked the shelves to be a little more versatile, but hey, I mean, this is what the original hardware had. So PiMax. Okay, now PiMax came out last year. It's like $25 improved, much improved version of the Sonox inflator. So if you know that Oxford inflator effect, which is basically a wave shaper, this is like that on steroids. You've got over, and is that the end of my picture show there, I believe. However, there is also... Where did it go? I'm not sure what happened to it, but Hornet released something called the Valvola. It's another free plugin called Valvola from Hornet Plugins. Don't have the picture right here, unfortunately, but it emulates tubes, so you can choose between 12AX7, 12AT7, and the way that they've done it with actual circuit modeling. So, you know, all those differential equations where they physically modeled the electricity that goes through. I love when they do that, because that does, to me, sound a little bit different from, like, you know, your standing wave shaping kind of techniques and stuff. And a lot of those tube models are like really fat. They take off quite a bit of top end. They give you a lot of robustness. So maybe we can do some reviews on these later. But for that, right now, I think is probably fine. I wanted to just show you some of the highlights, some of the plugins that I thought were noteworthy in the last 5 or 6 weeks. We're gonna start having some guests actually starting tonight. I'm gonna have my good buddy Al Piggins on here. We're gonna be talking about music and mixing. We're gonna be talking about some hardware, pedals, including the heavy metal pedal, which is very important. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk. He's got a new project called the Lobsterman. We're gonna be spinning some stuff about that. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Canada news lately, the truckers and all that stuff. I know he's got some good points on all of that stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed this. And yeah, just basically this is another test of the emergency broadcast system. And we hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. And we're going to see you tonight. I think we're going to start around 9 or 10 tonight. And it's also going to be live streamed. So we'll see you later. Thanks for watching Obsessive Audio.